First up, viewers, Donald Trump has announced that there is a 2-week ceasefire as far as military operations are concerned. And now new details have also emerged on the high-stakes diplomacy that brought US and Iran to a ceasefire. Sources have revealed that Iran's Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, for the first time since the conflict began, instructed his negotiators to move towards a deal, marking a very, very critical breakthrough in the talks. This came even as US President Donald Trump publicly issued strong warnings, with US forces in the region preparing for a possible large-scale military strike on Iranian infrastructure. And behind the scenes, intense back-channel diplomacy was underway. US envoy Steve Witkoff initially rejected Iran's proposal, calling it a catastrophe, triggering a day of rapid negotiations and also revised drafts. Mediators from Pakistan, along with support from regional players, worked to bridge the differences, as Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi played a very key role in pushing the process forward. Despite threats of escalation and uncertainty within the US administration, momentum built through the day, with both sides eventually converging on a 2-week ceasefire framework. Sources say Khamenei's direct approval was decisive, with one official noting that without his green signal, the deal would not have materialized. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu remained in close contact with Washington amid concerns in Israel over the direction of the negotiations. In the final moments, Trump held key conversations with Netanyahu and Pakistan's leadership before agreeing to the ceasefire, with US forces ordered to stand down shortly after that. Iran later confirmed it would adhere to the truce and signaled a possible reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. However, significant differences remain between both sides, and officials warn that the ceasefire remains fragile, with the risk of renewed conflict still looming. So viewers, the ceasefire between Iran and the United States didn't happen overnight. It was a result of intense pressure, calculated signaling, and more importantly, some very high-stakes decision-making at the top. From Iran's side, it is Mojtaba Khamenei who asked the negotiators to proceed towards peace talks. And his direct instruction to move towards a deal suggested that behind Iran's public posture, there was a clear recognition that escalation carried serious risks, especially after Donald Trump's latest announcement, saying that an entire civilization will go down. And at the same time, Donald Trump was also playing a very different game publicly, issuing strong warnings and signaling readiness for military actions. There was a troop buildup as well in West Asia. Now those troops have been asked to stand down till further order.